Blog Talk Radio.
Well, hello, everyone. How are you? 8 a.m. Eastern here on the 30th day of July, 2014. Welcome to Attitude of Gratitude. I am Annette, Rochelle, Aben, and our little network here on Blog Talk is Perspective Power. You can follow us here at blogtalkradio.com/perspectivepower, and that way you will be reminded of when the shows are. But the shows are live every Wednesday at 8 a.m. Eastern, so that's kind of like a reminder. It's a thing you can count on, right? All right, cool. The other thing we count on is the fantastic participation of award-winning artist David Martinka. David Martinka's music can be found at sunshadows.net and redbellymusic.com. Lots of great free downloads for you, as well as super CDs to purchase. Thank you for checking that out. And thank you for being part of the show today. How cool are you? Whether you are here with me live or you're in archive, you're part of the show. And I feel your energy, I sense your energy, and I am so appreciative of you. And I believe that it is my attitude of gratitude, honest and truly, that allows me to do this show, whether I know how many people are listening or not. Now, that's something to really understand, because believing in an attitude of gratitude takes the faith that it's the attitude more than what you see. Okay, like people will say all the time, I don't believe it until I see it. And then those people set themselves up to never see the thing that they're saying that they won't believe in until they see it. Because it's kind of like offering a dare to whomever, whether it's a person or the universe or God or your neighborhood or your job or whomever, whatever energy you guide that thought to. I won't believe it till I see it. And I'm not trying to be mean or nasty when I say it that way. But 9 times out of 10, most people say it that way, with that edge of, you better prove it to me, or else, or else, or else, or else. That doesn't serve us. That doesn't serve us. Because what you're saying when you challenge life that way or dare life that way is you're saying, I know. I'm putting my strongest belief behind the thought that that thing is not going to occur. And as a result, you're going to stay in what I call the oops loop, because you're going to prove yourself right. What you believe in strongly enough and you give your energy and focus to long and hard enough, you will make happen. All right, I said that statement and paused for a second because I want that to sink in. What you believe in long and strong enough and you put your focus in hard enough, whether I mix the words up or not, you get the point, you're going to make happen. Now, if that's the case, and it is the case, okay, why wouldn't you want to make happen something absolutely wonderful, fantastic, and amazing? Meaning something that's going to uplift your life in such a way that you can actually have a reason to smile throughout the day. Or you can embrace the joy all around you. You can see the things before you believe in them. You can literally experience so much joy, because it's that same energy that you put into doubting everything that actually brings about all the wonderful energy that allows you to enjoy everything. It's the same thing. It's the same energy. It's just the difference in what you believe in. You either believe it's going to work or you believe it's not going to work. You believe it's going to be okay or it's not going to be okay. But that belief is yours. It's an intangible because it's a feeling. It's a feeling. We dictate our feelings by what we tell ourselves. Yeah, right? People think a feeling is just something we automatically have. Like I automatically have a warm, fuzzy feeling when I see ducks, or I automatically have a warm, fuzzy feeling when I see bunny rabbits. But I've told myself to have those feelings. Because I have to tell you, when I was a kid and we would go to the lake and we would feed the ducks, and by the way, if you go to lakes, please do not feed the animals. Anyway, I'll get off that rant, but there's a reason for that. We're usually feeding them the wrong food, is basically, or feeding them human food and they need duck food. So, back onto the story. We'd go to the lake and we'd feed the ducks, and I actually got bitten by a duck. And it hurt. Trust me, it was not a pleasant experience. And it made me not want to be around birds ever, right? Because I realized that birds eat meat, and I'm meat. So I didn't want to be around the birds. So it takes a lot for me to want to be around birds, especially ducks. But I do like ducks. I think ducks are cool. I think ducks are cute. Geese are cute. But I believe that. It's something I've told myself. I had to tell myself. I got into the habit of saying, I love ducks. I love being around ducks, especially little ducks. They're so cute. Well, if that's the case, now when I see a duck, I automatically, it's an instant reaction. I smile. Oh, look at those little ducks. They're so cute. Well, if I had told myself and told myself and told myself until I believed it that I didn't like them, that would have been an entirely different story. There would have been a whole lot of different reaction inside of me every time I saw a duck. And the same with rabbits. I've never had a bad experience with a rabbit, but I know rabbits are rodents, and I know you're not supposed to like rodents, right? And people who are out there who love bunnies go, Annette, they're not rodents. Yeah, they are. Just like squirrels, but I like squirrels too. But I've told myself this. It is something I believe. So because I believe it so strongly, my reaction is instantly to be okay when I see them, to be happy when I see them, to be sad when I see them in a state of squish at the side of the road. I mean, I've told myself to feel that way. Now, here's the interesting thing. Those are just illustrations of how powerful what we tell ourselves becomes real. So now let's bring it back to the attitude of gratitude, right? If you can tell yourself to be grateful for everything in all ways, and you believe it strong enough, and you put your energy into it hard and long enough, you are going to do that. So saying it and believing it is only possible when you put your energy into it long and hard and strong enough. How do you do that? By practicing. You've got to do it, or else it doesn't become habit, or else it doesn't become something that you can rely on that's a go-to thought, like when I see the little ducks. So when you say practice your attitude of gratitude, sometimes you may have to take a deep breath and say, thank you, I get it. Thank you, that's gratitude. Just anything, any little thing somebody does for you. They hold the door. They step aside so you can go through the door first. Now there's a thing. They let your car turn when there's four of you waiting at a four-way stop. Everybody waves, no, you go. If you say to yourself or to that person, whether they can hear you or not, I appreciate you, thank you. That's gratitude. I appreciate you. Maybe you've got a friend you haven't heard from in a long, 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 long time. And let's say you're friends in social media, Twitter, Facebook, whatever. Go to their page, private message them, send them a tweet, and say, I appreciate you. The thing is, you never know if in your practicing your attitude of gratitude, you're actually blessing somebody with something they've needed to hear for quite a little while. Because maybe the reason you haven't heard from them is they're feeling kind of blue and blue. Blue and blue. I'm just rhyming stuff today. It's making no sense. Feeling kind of blue and lost is what I was trying to say. And maybe by you saying, I appreciate you, it's just that one little thing that they need to pull them through so that they can take their deep breath and go forward. So when you believe in your attitude of gratitude and you own it and focus on it long and hard, the beautiful thing about it is that then it becomes your reality and it becomes your normality. It becomes something that is so normal for you to do that even when there's a wacky thing, like somebody's supposed to come over and they don't show up, and they don't show up, and they don't show up, and you sit there and you get all tight in a ball and you get knotted up and think, where are they, where are they, where are they? Instead, you might want to take that time to practice the attitude of gratitude and say, I appreciate this. There's a reason for this time. I don't know what it is. Thank you. I get it. And I'm just going to appreciate this time. Because maybe if that person had come at the right time, or the time you had said they were going to come, there would have been a big old crabby mess, and they wouldn't have been any company at all. Perhaps there's something you're going to need to do during that time frame that if they were there you couldn't do, like maybe a special phone call comes in. Perhaps there's some thing in the house that needs to be done. Maybe it gives you time to get your dishes done. Maybe it gives you the chance to spend a little longer watching a movie you were watching, finishing that book you were looking at, the darning, the mending, anything. The idea is be grateful for it all, because you never know why that situation is occurring, and you never know what blessing it's going to bring back for you. But if you believe that the attitude of gratitude will see you through, if you believe that really owning that appreciative energy inside of you is going to be paramount to making sure that it all turns out in your favor, I'm going to tell you what, it really does. It really does. Because that saying, it's not the destination, it's the journey. Believing in an attitude of gratitude is all about this journey. Believing in it, owning in it, focusing on it, having it become part of our nature, this is the journey. There's always going to be something that happens to you, around you, through you, and for you that will give you the opportunity to practice your attitude of gratitude. I will sign that, date it, and stick it in the vault, because that is a promise I can keep. Okay? I'm promising you that will happen. And it doesn't mean it's all going to be funky, junky, clunky crap. It's only that way if you think it. But if you're grateful for it, if you allow yourself to take a moment and believe that the attitude of gratitude is going to turn that situation into something that works in your favor, it's going to happen. And I can promise you that, too. I can promise you that because I've done it. I can promise you that because I'm not the only one in the world that's done it. I can promise you that because everything I'm telling you is nothing new. I did not invent this. I just like to talk about it because I know how well it works for me, and I know beyond the shadow of a doubt that it will work for you, too. So I spread the enthusiasm and the thought about all of this with this show, Attitude of Gratitude, live every Wednesday morning, 8 a.m. Eastern, here on Blog Talk Radio, where you can all go back and you can catch my archives, too. And you can catch the videos for each of these shows on YouTube. Annette Rochelle Aben. Just go Annette Rochelle Aben, YouTube, Google it, and it'll bring up my little thing, and you can see there's a bunch of videos there. But I do that because I believe in the attitude of gratitude, because it has worked for me. It works for everybody that does it and makes it part of their life. It works for everybody, no matter what you're doing, when you really believe in it. You're going to believe in something, you might as well believe in the best. You're going to believe in something, you might as well believe in you. You're going to believe in something, you might as well believe in happiness. You're going to believe in something, you might as well believe in love. It's the attitude of gratitude that gets us there. And it is my pleasure and my honor to be that witness for you to do that, because I do know and I do care, and I am so appreciative of you. Because I get to talk to you every Wednesday, even if I've had a wonky Tuesday, by Wednesday morning, I'm back in my attitude of gratitude. Why? Because I'm talking about it, and I'm living it, and I'm sharing it. That enthusiasm and joy is yours, too. It's going to spill over to everything you do in your life, and it's going to make your life fantastic. And fantastic, just like this fantastic music we have from award-winning artist David Martinka. Find him at redbellymusic.com and sunshadows.net. I really appreciate him. Find me, Annette Rochelle Aben, on Amazon.com. Actually, I've got some great books there that you might want to pick up. Find me at AnnetteRochelleAben.wordpress.com. All the social media, Facebook, LinkedIn, Pinterest, YouTube, Twitter, and Google+. I'm all over the place, and I am here, blogtalkradio.com/Perspective Power, every Wednesday, 8 a.m. Eastern, live, with an attitude of gratitude.